Great. Okay, so welcome to our Hall of Fame interview, guys. And my name is Sapana Kejadiwal. I am founder of Scrum Master Mastermind. And here in this Hall of Fame interview, we actually celebrate the success stories of all of our community members who recently got into the Scrum Master role or any Agile related roles. Okay, and today we have Bola, and she's from Canada. And it gives me immense pleasure to invite her on the hot seat because she recently got into the Agile Practice Manager role. So, Bola, welcome to hot seat and congratulations from bottom of my heart for cracking this code and finally getting this offer.
Thank you so much, Sapna. Great to be here. My name is Bola, and little bit of my background. I started from the core project management background, now in Agile. And then I joined Sapna's class in North America. And my background actually started from a non-technical space.
Yeah. So
And
if
then
you can just brief, yeah, just give the brief about your background so that.
so yeah, I have background in banking. To be honest, I started from, we have like grading system in the bank at the time. So I started from ET, and then I moved to the head of units where I was working with different I was the head of different units at the time in the
Yep.
bank. And then along the line I worked with a lot of project managers on different projects that are very pivotal to our business units across different business units. And
Yep.
then I got introduced to the world of project management from there. Now, I moved to Canada, and then it was a very big task, to actually, get into the space.
Yep.
And then, a lot of people are now moving to agility in Canada. So it became like kind of like an hassle. And then I got trainings. I actually got 2 trainings before I met Sapna. And
Oh,
then
I was not
I,
knowing that, yeah.
and then I a friend of mine introduced me to
Yeah.
Sapna, and I started from the, I think, silver now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started from the silver, and then she talked about the diamond group, which I joined, and that was the turning point for me. No matter what stage or which module you buy from Sapna, trust me, you will see the practicality of what you're talking about. And that's the turning point for me. So thank you. That's a little bit about myself.
Great. So if I understand, Bola, like you were working as the project manager and now you transformed to this role.
So I'd worked with, initially I'd worked with project managers. That was how I knew about project management when I was with the bank. And then I transitioned as well, very briefly,
Okay.
before coming to Canada. Now in Canada, I did not start immediately, with trying to get your feet and all that. So
Yeah.
now moving to the agile space now became an issue, and then I had to now have trainings on that as well. So yeah, that's it.
Great. Thank you so much, Bola. I mean, I was already knowing the brief about yourself, but just for the people who will watch you on the YouTube and even for our community members, I just thought of having a quick introduction from you. So, Bola,
Mm.
like when you joined this community, like what all are the challenges you were facing earlier? I mean, just if you can brief, like what was your intention of joining this community? What was
So
there in your mind? And yeah, if you can just
So
talk about.
before joining the community, I knew all the concepts. I knew the Scrum Guide. I
Hmm.
knew, if you ask me, the theoretical part of what we're talking about, I can easily tell you. However, the
Yeah.
practicality of agility and Scrum Mastery was not there. And that was what Sapna gave me, because it was practical, it was hands-on, it was what you see in a life environment. I could relate.
Yep.
I could and I could easily get the difference between, you know, traditional project management and then agility now. I could, like, if you go through Sapana's class, you can easily go to a live environment, like a normal work environment, and replicate exactly what you see.
Yep.
There's nothing more to that, to be honest. And that was what I was looking for. And that gave me the confidence, you know, to be able to speak to things better. And then I could easily relate it to situations, events, and things that have happened in the past. It doesn't have to be like the standard project start to end. You will realize as you're going through the practical aspects that at one point or the other, you've had to use agility to make decisions, whether in your home, whether as a unit head, whether in your maybe religious houses or whatever. So the
Yep.
practicality, and then what you would do when issues arise, how you think on your feet, the coaching, the leadership stance, and all those things that are not necessarily written in the Scrum Guide that you need to adopt as a change agent, as a transformational leader, and as a Scrum Master is what you
Yep.
get, is what I actually eventually got. And that was what I needed to be able to get to where I am.
Great, great. Thank you so much, Bola. And I believe that it's a Agile Practice Manager. So, like, what is your thought? Like, what is the difference between the Scrum Master and Agile Practice Manager? I believe it's like more of the wide role where you could answer more on agile transformations and all of that. Like, you can just share.
Yes, Scrum Master is a bit limited to the team level,
Yeah.
where you deal with maybe one, depending on the organization, one, two, maybe at most three teams,
Yep.
where you have, you know, where you have to lead and support those things. But for Agile Practice Manager, it's usually more of team and then organizational wide. So when we're talking about that, we talk about transformation, organizational transformation process, change management, and then leadership. So it's kind of like an agile coach kind of role, where you not only think about the teams, that
Yep.
now you think about, okay, how do we adopt agility? What kind of frameworks works for what kind of projects?
Hmm.
Um, when do you step back and view what you've done? How do you present your what do you call it, your points to organization? How do you build your agile center of excellence?
Correct.
How do you ensure that it is just not a way of working, but a mindset that you're trying to build? So it involves leadership, it involves change management, it involves organizational transformation process, it involves organizational agility, and not just at the team level. So that's quite the difference, kind of like an agile coach kind of role. So
Yeah.
that's
Got it. Got it. Great. And Bola, if I know that you are already a diamond member. So any change you see, like being a diamond member, anything which help you to get into this role
absolutely.
specifically?
I met amazing people, amazing professionals. You'll be shocked. People that are already in the agile space, in the diamond group, you form bonds. You get to hear first-hand information you might likely not hear anywhere else. And then the technical part of whatever it is you're doing, you can bring it to your diamond team members, and then they'll help you crack it. So this personal touch, you know, it's just a select few. Do you understand? We have like a lot of people in silver. You might not connect, you might just see Sapna coming up and everybody will be raising their hands. And but in diamond group, you get to have to work together. While you work together, you build friendships. I've had relationships with people in diamond group that I would not trade for anything, that I can call anytime and then they'll get me. Um, very technical people. So it's kind of like a mix of all the professionals that you need in the agile space. So I found a community in them. I found a family, and I'd not trade it for anything.
Great. Rightly said, Bola. I mean, you are bang on, because Diamond is all about community. It's more about accountability, and it's more about the energy which is there in the group, right? And which are all the like experts in our Diamond group. They are experts in their own areas, and it's always good to share the knowledge and work together. And you learn a lot. Your problem solving skills and everything comes out because you work on different projects. Great, great to know that, Bola. So, like, just one last question. So, since people who will watch you on the YouTube and even our community members, if you would like to give them one tip, because in our community, all are aspiring Scrum Masters mostly and new Scrum Masters. So, if any one tip, since you already cracked the code, so if any one tip, if you would like to give them, which will help them also to take those actions, so what would that be, Bola, as based on your experience?
I'd say join Diamond Community Group. I'll tell you, just join Diamond Community Group because, to be honest, what I've gotten in Diamond Community Group, a lot of times, some things you would not see it anywhere written anywhere. You will not see it mentioned in videos. I wish I'll be able to explain this, better for people to understand. A lot of times, things happen practically when you are alive or when you are working, that it is not in any guide, it is not in any book. You need someone like personalized group or community, that you bring it to, and then they'll profess solutions to you. And is on in real time, someone will attend to you. So, and then we usually have some kind of high level discussions that, by the time you are part of that discourse, no matter which stage of the journey you are, you will see that it helps you. And what that does for you is it builds your confidence. It makes you a vast and a versatile agile practitioner or a scrum master or an agile coach, depending on the level or the part of the journey you are.
Yep.
The most important tip right now, because of the market is competitive.
Yep.
That's the truth. Very competitive. So you need something to stand out, and joining the Diamond group will help you stand out easily. That's
Great.
it.
Any interview tip, Bola, if you would like to give them?
Interview tips. For interview tips, know your stuff. One. And then number two, I don't know about other markets, but for North America, nobody will ask you direct questions. If you claim you know Agile, if you claim you know Scrum, then you should be able to speak to its practicality in a life environment. So know your stuff. Get a coach that will, like Sapana, that will put you through, life experiences as well. Be in a community of people that are already practicing. You see people at your level, you see people that, spend some years, you'd see people. And for every stage of the process, you need people. So get a community like that and speak to practicality. Don't go to interviews and start talking about the definition of stuff.
Yep.
How have you used it? How have you adopted this? If a situation comes up, how will you address it based
Correct.
on your knowledge and skill? So I think that's what is important for an interview. And be confident. Yeah.
Confidence. Yeah.
You might be saying all the right things and your body language is giving off something else. So
Yeah.
be confident.
Absolutely.
And yeah, don't limit it to Agile. Like I told you, I have a background in project management as well. So if you're a project manager, if you're looking to have what do you call it? If you are looking to train yourself about Agile, please join this Diamond group so that you'll be well versed, and it's a plus. And you meet people like you as well. So here at every stage of your journey. So that's it.
Great. Thank you so much, Bola, and I wish you all the best for your future journey, and definitely we'll connect together whenever you need me. I am there. And
Thank you, Sapna. I'm still part of the group, so
yeah,
I'm not even.
absolutely.
Oh, maybe I'll be vice president or director very soon. So I'll come again and do another video. Who knows?
But don't forget us, huh? Once you become vice president, don't forget us.
Yeah, I'm still actively part of the group. The group has shaped me a lot, and I don't think I want to leave anytime soon.
Absolutely, I totally agree. I mean, I have seen your journey and your activeness in all the groups, maybe in our even practical sessions, in Silver membership, you were completely active. You have done everything. And even in our Scrum Master Council calls, you were completely into it. And that is the reason now you are getting the results.
Thank
Great.
you so much.
Thank you so much, Bola. Thank you so much.